Good day, and this is my demo for hands-on lab number 4. So in this video I'm going to show first my logic circuit. So this is my design in which I will explain and I will perform the functions. So let's first we have for function 1, our circuit must turn on the red light, which is R, here R here, if there is a high opacity and high pressure, and the tank level is full. So I have my parameters over here. It's represented with these variables. So throughout the video, I will use high values as logic 1, low values as logic 0. For the tank levels, it's logic 1 if it reach a certain level, logic 0 if it is not, it's otherwise. So going back to function 1, so we have C and P both at logic 1, and the tank level is full. So the F here is also at logic 1. So let's just focus here on the R first. So we have our red light turned on, which is at logic 1. So there you have it for our function 1. For our function 2, we will have turning on the green light if there is high opacity and high pressure, when the levels are either mid or full levels. So I'll show first. So I already turned on high opacity, C, high pressure, letter P, and let's go first with the middle level. Middle level is at logic 1, so the green light turns on. So also it's the same for when it reaches full level, the green light is also turned on. So that's for our function 2. For our last function, turn on the blue light when the tank level is full, the F is at logic 1, and the sensors, and any of the sensors stated are high, which is the H, C, and P. So let's first turn on one of the sensors. Let's choose C, H rather. So the blue light turns on. Same goes if C and P, the blue light is turned on. So if any of the sensors are high, which is at logic 1 here in the circuit, the blue light will turn on if the tank is also at logic 1, which is at full level. So there you have it. That is my logically simulation. So I'll move on to my Tinkercad, in which I mirrored the same. I just configured this based on my logically circuit. So the variables are also the same. So let's move on to condition 1. Again, condition 1 states that turn on the red light. Turn on red light if there is a high opacity. P is logic 1. Sorry, P is logic 1, and pressure is also high, so logic 1, when the tank is at full. So as I already know, my F here, my tank is already full. It has attained full level. So we have here, let's just focus on our R. Our R is turned on. It's at logic 1. So for our next function, we have turn on green light if there is high opacity. P is logic 1, and pressure. I'm sorry, P is for pressure, C is for opacity, and when the level is either mid or full. So for the green light, let's try turning on mid level. So the green light turns on. It's at logic 1. For our meanwhile, for if F, it's also turned on. G is turned logic 1. So for our last condition, we have turn on blue light when the tank level is full and any of the sensors are high. So any of these 3 sensors above, when any of these are turned on, our blue light, our letter B, will be turned on. So as you can see, B is turned on, and H is high when H level is high. For pressure, it's also the same. Opacity is also the same. So when even any of these three will turn on our blue light, and that is my simulation. I hope you learned something, and thank you for listening.